It looks like Novak Djokovic is going to be let into Australia to play the 2023 Australian Open. Reporting from The Guardian, the Sydney Morning Herald, they have gotten wind that the new immigration minister is ready to revoke the 3-year ban that was levied on Novak Djokovic after Alex Hawke decided last year that Novak, his appeal was invalid, and that because he was going to stoke anti-vax sentiments, that his visa was going to be denied. Basically, great news for the tournament, great news for Novak, great news for tennis fans, and you got to just say that common sense prevailed here, considering that Australia has revoked its vaccination requirement for all visitors. So had Novak Djokovic not been allowed to play, it would have not been a product of the public health policy in Australia. It would have been a product of this kind of weird red tape procedural punishment with this 3-year ban, which I'm not exactly sure why that is even a thing, but it is. Let's get into why the 3-year ban does not hold up in this case. Basically, as I mentioned, new immigration minister, Andrew Giles is his name. He has the power to revoke that 3-year ban if there are compelling circumstances to do so. We have not received statement from his office or any authoritative official in Australia explaining why this decision is going to be made. But just at face value, looking at it, you look at the 3-year ban, you think, well, how did this really come to be? It came to be because Djokovic was dragged into this legal battle, denied initially at the border, revoked. That denial was actually overturned by a federal appeals court. Then Alex Hawke had the kind of God power to revoke the appeal and end Djokovic's bid to enter the country for good. But as we all know, Djokovic was really never intending to flaunt any of Australia's public health policies. He was ready to stay home if he was told that he had to. Instead, he was told that he had a valid exemption, came to the country with what he thought was a valid exemption, and then ended up getting caught in that mess. All of that resulted in this 3-year ban. So if you're saying, what are the compelling circumstances to revoke the 3-year ban? Well, it's that if there weren't so many mistakes made in the communication between Craig Tiley and the Australian government and Novak Djokovic in that trio, if there weren't so many mistakes made, it would have never come to that. And at this point, it would have felt very, very silly and unfair if, despite Australia having no vaccination requirement for visitors, there was this 3-year ban based on the process that played out last January. The other compelling circumstance is that he is Novak Djokovic. It is going to benefit the Australian Open, a great event in the country of Australia, in the state of Victoria, to let him play. So it's a win for everybody. Glad it's turned out this way. Expected it to turn out this way, considering where Australia is at right now. Again, it would have felt like absolute lunacy if, for some reason, Djokovic wasn't allowed to play in 2023. Hopefully, this is the last time I will ever have to talk about this or anything of the sort. I don't want to talk about borders, immigration ministers, Australian stuff. I'm done. We're done. Hope you enjoyed. Don't forget to subscribe. I'll see you next time.